Hello everyone, my name is Jules and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode, we went around collecting heart pieces around Kakariko Village, and then we made our way to the third and final regular section of Twilight. I'm sorry for that. I might have accidentally spoiled something. Well, anyway, we are going to be going through the first part of the Lanayru, whatever Twilight. I don't know how I should pronounce it. Is it Lanayru or Lanayru? I'm gonna say Lanayru. Anyway, now that I've decided how I'm going to pronounce Lanayru, we were kind of told that a little special someone of ours has been kidnapped and taken here. And if you haven't seen it in the last few episodes, you now know who it is. We're gonna save Ilia, sort of. We're gonna find her at least. Or I should be reading this. Just come home safely. I'm sorry, I did not read that first bit of text. Oh yeah, and so I have a bit of a sneeze coming. It's okay, I'll cut out that sneeze. Anyway, about scents, you can only hold one at a time, but we will never be needing the use scent ever again, so yeah, we will forget that and learn the scent of Ilia. We can now smell our girlfriend. You smell the girl, don't you? I can tell by the look on your face. That can be taken in so many different ways, and not a whole lot of them are very pleasant. Well, good, it's another clue then. But this scent could be quite old. I wonder if she's still alright. Hee? Oh, way to brighten up the mood. Like, oh, we're going the wrong way. Weren't you so, like, happy about getting to see Twilight 'cause it reminds you of home, Midna? And now you are just ruining this for all of us by telling us that our girlfriend might be dead. And if you remember the very first section of Twilight where we met Midna, we have now come full circle. We are now in view of Hyrule Castle. Hey, haven't we seen this castle before? Hee. So we finally made it back. Only a little farther to stay on. Or I'd like to say, but the going's a lot harder from here on out. Hee. Alright then, let's get started. Yeah, and we can see we're supposed to go this way. Yeah. I was about to say something, but I forgot what it was. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. There are Karkaroks all over the place, but unlike the last bit of Twilight, I mentioned this at the end of the last episode. I actually really love the Lanayru section of Twilight, and we might see why in this episode. I just like. Actually, we will see why. I just really like the whole thing. It's running around this, the Lanayru region of Hyrule is my absolute favorite, and I love it Twilight, I love it not in Twilight, and yeah, and that's also something that is kind of new to Twilight Princess, but wasn't in other games. Other than the games after Twilight Princess, but they sort of divided Hyrule into three sections, Faron, Eldin, and Lanayru, and like there are other sections where they're sort of like Hyrule exterior, where like Faron is usually where you start out and has like the Faron Woods, Lost Woods, all that stuff. We will get to see the Lost Woods in this game, it's just we haven't got them yet. Then Eldin, which has like Kakariko Village, Death Mountain, and then Lanayru, which has Hyrule Castle and the Castle Town. And I really liked that, the sort of like dividing the Hyrule up. I really like maps and stuff. Like sometimes I'll just go on YouTube and like for hours I'll just watch videos and like how different map projections work. I just find that stuff fascinating. It's like now that I'm not in school, I love learning. So yeah. And we have made it to Hyrule Castle Town. And I'm going to try not to sniffle as much in this episode, but I sort of feel the need to because I had that sneeze like earlier on, but I cut that out so you didn't have to hear it. Hang on. I'm going to make a cut right here so I can sniffle. Okay. Oh, that feels so much better. Well, we can now see that Hyrule Castle, well, Hyrule Castle Town is pretty much the best place to be a spirit. So, like, you can try to talk to them. So, did you hear they say that Zora child collapsed near here? I thought the Zoras were typically found up north, right? I wonder where they came down from. Well, I heard he was taken to the bar on the other side of the southern road. The bar? You mean Telma's place? She's got it rough. So, yeah, there's a Zora child, but basically, the people here, they're just kind of living their lives as normal. They aren't really in any immediate danger. Really, they're doing alright. Like, there is that Zora child who we heard about, but the Zoras don't live here. They live in Zora's domain. And we are going to go and find him, because he is at the other end of this trail of scent, and we need to follow it. We need to follow the purple trail. Oh, and it looks like a medical clinic. So, Ilia went through a medical clinic, and we heard something about a Zora child, so maybe Ilia has something to do with this Zora. I mean, like, they did just bring it up, and like they wouldn't have if it weren't relevant. So anyway, I believe that we are very close. My muscle memory will always fail me because I don't know where anything is because it's flipped. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also one thing that I want to take a note of. So here we can target something. You can also break these boxes. There is a bug right here. This is the first bug that you have access to. Only, unlike Farron and Eldon, you don't get your Tear of Light vessel right away. So, we can't pick that up. However, now we are in the bar. And when we press X, there she is. She's in the safe spot of the safe spot of the Twilight, not smart. This boy, can you save him? All right, little lady, try to settle down, okay? I just sent for the doctor. But this is strange. A child of the Zoras? I think I'm just gonna say that person's name. The person with the big boobies is Telma, and I'm going to give her a southern accent like everyone else in this game, only I'm not gonna try and make it comedic. I'm actually gonna give her a real one as close as I can. I'm sorry if I offend even more people from the south. I can't help it, I'm terrible at accents that aren't my own. I wonder if this is all related to the incident that the soldiers were talking back. Aw, what an emotional reunion. Yes, a girl and her wolf. Eehee? Sorry, but you know how it goes. These folks can't see you either. Eehee? Yeah, so it seems like Ilia was the one who found the Zora child and brought her to the doctor, but the doctor wasn't really able to do a whole lot, and so now the Zora child and Ilia are at Telma. But it is good to know that in all of the chaos with all of the monsters running around, even though there are exactly as many in Twilight as there are in the World of Light, Ilia is safe in like the one spot. However, if we go back here, I completely forget if Telma had told us about this. We've had tons of complaints about the citizens who can't send their prayers to the spring spirit of Lake Ilia. Go there. The location is the one shown on your map earlier. Got it? What? Study it and know it well. The guards of Hyrule are hilariously incompetent. We will see more of that later. I have received orders from above to investigate Why can't we go to the Spirit Spring of Lake Hylia? Got that? So that is where the Spirit Spring is, and that is where we will be getting our Vessel of Light. And it is in one of my favorite reoccurring locations in every single Zelda game, Lake Hylia. And I am trying to think of all of the incarnations of Lake Hylia to think of my favorite, and I think I'm going to go with Ocarina of Time, with this one being my second favorite. Ocarina of Time has fishing, and I love fishing, and fishing is in this game, but I like it in Ocarina of Time more. Also, the fishing is sort of up here. We'll get to that later. But enough about stuff we'll get to in the future. What are we going to get to now? We are going to be getting to the Spirit Spring, now that we know where it is. So, for that we'll need to go outside of the Hyrule Castle Town, so I will meet you back when we are out there. Okay, so we are now back in Hyrule Field, and I believe if we go south of here... Is it south? No. That's another place I'm thinking of. If we go northeast, yeah, east of here, like north and south are of course easy for me, but east and west I always get mixed up, so I have to do the whole never eat sour watermelon, or never eat soggy waffles, or never eat something with the initials SW. I heard so many as a kid. I always have to do that to figure out what the left and right compass directions are. Okay, so we are now at the other Great Bridge. So this is something that I love about the world of Twilight Princess. So, there are just so many of these beautiful pieces of architecture. You have the Great Bridge of Eldin, and then on the other side, you have the Great Bridge of Hylia, and I just love them both so much, and they add so much to this world, and oh, they're so pretty. Even in Twilight, once everything is really dismal and dark, this bridge is still so beautiful, and it gets even more beautiful once we go to the world of light. So yeah, if we go here... Hey, do you smell anything funny? About this suspicious black-looking stuff on the bottom of the bridge? I really hope it's not gunpowder or anything. Wow, it's like I led up to this joke right in the midst of everything. Like I knew that this was going to happen. Huh. It's like I've played this game before. Oh no, we're trapped. Get out of here. Yeah, there are these very conveniently placed boxes. We just need to push them. And they give you plenty of time to figure out, yeah, we can just jump down. Jump to Puddle Hylia. Yeah, we are now in Lake Hylia, but the water source up north is it's been disrupted. I forget if they've told us exactly what happened. It's like I'm forgetting all of the text. Phew, that was a close one. We're lucky there was this puddle down below. Huh? So this is Lake Hylia, but there's so little water. It sounds like the Spirit Spring should be around here as well. Anyway, let's take a look. And as we can see, our Spirit Spring, it is somewhere around here. It is up there, and we kind of can't get there because, well, there's no water. And if we run in here, we can find some of the most intricate looking Zoras in all of the Zelda series, so the drop in the water has been faster than predicted. At this rate, Lake Hylia will dry up. It's a race against time. We have absolutely no water flowing upstream. There's no mistaking it. Something must have... My capacity for reading text is over, but basically there's no water. And that's kind of bad, because we can't really get our Vessel of Light to collect bugs. However, there's this one guy, and okay, now something about most Zelda games is that, actually I think that from just this game and on, now one, every Zelda game has like really, really weird NPCs, and Twilight Princess has a weird obsession with clowns. And normally I find clowns really terrifying, but this guy Fire, he is pretty awesome. Well, I'm too old for this. Fire and Fobby's watertop land of fantastication. Our grand reopening at the new lake bottom location. Whee! Well, nice lake. Don't lakes have more, water? Did the Zoras who live upstream in the river do something? Is it a curse from the spirit that floats around here? Yeah, that is where the spirit is. I was right. Whatever. It's like I can go up and... It's not like I can go up and complain. That's way too high. A customer? Yikes, a monster! Yeah, there is a Shadow Boblin. I said I would call them Twilight Boblins. They're Shadow Boblins, but they should totally be called Twilight Boblins because it makes sense in my head. And if it makes sense in my head, it must make sense in everyone else's head. Although this Boblin is special. And he will use the the Eagle Call Grass. And we now have to fight a Boblin on... Wait for it. A Karkarock. Yeah, this fight is it's a mini boss-esque. Okay, I'm going to try not to get hit because we'll take a lot of damage that we won't be able to recover. Okay, I see you just, where is that bird? Okay, good, I can target onto it now. It'll swoop down, and then you have to jump strike it, and you can latch on to the Karkarock. And, can I latch on more? Yeah, you just go on there and you rapidly press A. Come down, big birdie. Speaking of big birds, for a bit of a nostalgia trip, I went back and I watched a bunch of Sesame Street episodes, and let me tell you, Big Bird is terrifying. Like, I don't know why I liked Big Bird as a kid, but going back, like, how? Big Bird is just so terrifying as an adult. Like, I don't know what it is about him, it's just... Yeah, although that Big Bird, who we just beat up, it is now beat up, and we can now fight this Boblin normally. And Midna has a little something that I absolutely love about this game. One of the many things that I love about Twilight Princess. Hey, stop it! I'm your new master now. Settle down. Hey, why don't we use this guy and get up to the... Use it to get all the way up to the lake's water source. You can ride around on a Karkarock. That is so awesome. So, I have heard a lot of people complain about this mechanic. And everyone who I have heard complain about it has played the Wii version. I never played it. I played the GameCube and the Wii U version of this game. And part of it is that, the Wii version has pointy controls for the steering. And I guess they didn't really have it worked out very well. Like, I've seen it done once with Stephen and Mal's Let's Play of this game. And they seem to do all right, but they didn't really like it a whole lot. Now, I have done sort of controls like the Wii version in games like Super Mario Galaxy and Skyward Sword, which also has the pointy controls, but I guess since those were later Wii games, they must have gotten it down a little bit better. So, yeah, but with an analog stick, this minigame is super fun, and I absolutely love... Oh, don't come crashing down. Yeah. Anyway, I love this. And, like, this... Although it is sort of like a getting from point A to point B in a very long Twilight segment, it actually will return in this game later as its actual mini-game, which is one of my favorites in this whole game. So, yeah, we just need to avoid the spires, because as you can see, the Bulblins are shooting down and will cause an avalanche. If we are hit, now it is relatively forgiving, but if we get hit in succession too much, we will fall and we'll have to start over again. But it wasn't really too difficult this time through, so yeah, we got through pretty well. And we are now in the Upper Zora's River. It might come on screen. Yeah, Upper Zora's River. And it sounds like there is a Howling Stone, as well as a certain someone. Ah, we're here already. That burn turned out to be more useful than I expected. Well then, where's the village of the Zoras? Let's look for it. It's getting cold, hurry up. And there is this house here. There's this woman with a large afro. I was about to say large woman with an afro, but she's of normal size. I mean, what are the Zoras up there doing anyway? The rivers run totally dry, right? I can't work like this. Cold. I miss my fur coat. Yeah, so she is cold, and also, this was done in Ocarina of Time. Like, this game, I don't think that I've mentioned it, but I've heard it often called Ocarina of Time 2.0, and this borrows a lot. And for one pretty large comparison, in Ocarina of Time, spoiler alert for that game, skip ahead like 10 seconds or so. You can go forward in time as an adult, and basically you can, when you go forward in time, it's like this huge dystopian Ganondorf is taking over. Oh hey, what's going on here? I thought it was getting colder, but who would have thought that it would be all frozen? This Zora village, right? Why don't I see anything then? Yeah, we need to find the Zoras. But anyway, in Ocarina of Time, Zora's domain is frozen in the dystopian future. Well, we are not in really a dystopian future, but we are in a dystopian parallel-ish universe, alternate state of reality, where Zora's domain is frozen, and this is very dystopian. So yeah, it follows that pretty much exactly. I think we can get up from here. Let's go. Yeah, so we can mend a platform. And something that I should mention. Okay, not yet. This game kind of throws a few cheap shots at you at this one platforming segment. Hopefully I can get them. So here you are supposed to wait. Like me on my many times going through this game, I got hit by the icicle spear thing and I fell and I had to do this over again. And then as you saw, like we ended up ninja jumping and then falling off of a ledge. I kept on holding forward. I fell off and I had to do that again twice on multiple playthroughs. Nintendo? I would want to have a word for you, but it's about how this game is actually pretty awesome. Oh yeah, we have Shadow Beast. So, yeah, this is another one like Death Mountain where it's divided and you have to take out the beast in multiple dark energy attacks. Although not too hard, there are only 3. And it's usually easier to take them out in 2 bursts as well, so... A portal opened. Oh, a portal opened here too. We can finally warp. If you want to breathe the air of the world of light for a moment, let me know and I'll take you there. Yeah, so... we should probably use our senses, because there were a lot of spirits, and all of the Zoras are frozen underneath the ice. Now that is pretty morbid. Those are all the Zoras. Wow. This is really strange. What happened in this world? What in this world happened, I mean? Hey, just what to do. Just what do you want to do? I am reading this text so well. Oh, I read text so well. We can't just leave them like this. I think we need to thaw them out. And yeah, and we can use this portal. So if we open up our map, now you might remember that during a certain eruption in Death Mountain, there was kind of a big piece of rock that fell and nearly killed us, except for the fact that it was in a cutscene where it will never ever hit you. Anyway, that rock, we're finally going to use it for Soul, and it's going to look so pretty. Oh yeah, let's warp this, and oh, I love this little cutscene. Okay, let's warp it to Zora's domain. Oh, and you are all in for a treat if you have not seen this. And if you haven't seen this in HD, oh, you will be impressed. Now that was awesome. That is a highlight of this game for me. Like that one little 1 minute cutscene. It's so pretty. Who knew that something so dangerous would come in handy? Alright, the Zoras are safe now, so let's go. The ice melted and restored the water flow to normal. Can we finally meet the spirit of Lake Ilia? And yes, that is the next thing that we shall do, but wait. Please, you must allow me to thank you for revitalizing both my people and this spring, which is the water source of these lands of Hyrule. In my life, I was the elder of this Sora village, and the queen of my people. I am called Rutella. Not to be rude, but we didn't exactly do it for you guys. The Dark Ones. They raided this village, and as a message to my people, executed them before me. Or executed me before them. Other way around. Yeah, she's the dead one, her people are alive. Young man, who take the form of a proud beast, I have something to ask of you. When the Dark Ones descended upon my village, I sent my young one, Relish, to Hyrule Castle to inform Princess Zelda of our fate. But I fear danger followed him from this doomed place. I feel it. His presence grows fainter to me over time. But my time in this world has passed, and I thought I would give it gladly. I no longer have a life to risk for it in his rescue. Please, would you save my dearest Prince Relish? If you do this thing, I will bestow to you upon the protection of water. This power will grant you the ability to swim and respire in deep water, as if you were a Zora. Please, save my son. So, that one Zora... Sorry. So, if we help her, she'll grant us the power to swim in deep water like a Zora, huh? So, what do you say, hero? Oh. But now that I think about it, I don't suppose you should meet the prince as a wolf. So, no no hurry to return to the world of light then, huh? Yeah, so we have sort of run out of time. I kind of wanted to get to the Spirit Spring, but anyway, this has been Truly Outrageous Jewels. In the next episode, we are going to be getting our Vessel of Light and collecting all of the bugs and finishing up my favorite section of Twilight. I am really excited, as I was for this episode, so I will see you all then. Goodbye.